Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Real quickly off the top before we get to the charts here, I do want to invite you to join me for the monthly market outlook later today. You'll find the Zoom webinar link in the description below. Again, we're going to cover stocks, futures, and cryptocurrency as well. As we've mentioned throughout the year, this pullback here at these levels can provide a tremendous opportunity on many different types of asset classes here. So we're going to follow a lot of different charts here and provide some opportunities heading into the end of the quarter and into next quarter. Additionally, I'll take your requests. So I'd love to see you later on this afternoon at 4 p.m. Central Time using the Zoom webinar link below. For those of you in PivotBoss Masters, day one of our live sessions is in the books. It was a great session yesterday, and we will follow that up with live trading and prospecting later on today. So day two later on today from 10 to about 11:30 a.m. Central as well for those of you in PivotBoss Masters. All right, let's go ahead and get to the charts here. The ES right now with a tremendous rejection of the lower low here, and since then we've held. Yesterday we needed to hold the previous quarterly low there. That level held, and you see the bounce. Again, we see a lower low failure of the key range low. And all of these various things point to a bit more upside that could take us in the very near term, 44.76. That's the midpoint of the key range. Additionally, we could see a move that takes us even perhaps to the top of the market structure, which is as high as 45.85, 4600, right in that zone. So the previous month's high here. So at the moment, you'll notice with new pivots in the new month, we have a lower value relationship, but price closed above the pivot range here for the month. That is a lower value with a change of bias. Not the strongest change of bias, but it is a change of bias. And if price can hold this midpoint of the previous month, which right now is the first test, that could provide a bounce here early in the month for a move higher. So any pullback, even as deep as perhaps the previous quarterly low, could provide a bounce opportunity for a move higher. So right now, markets are in a good potential move higher zone here off this level. Now, one thing to keep in mind, we do have Fed Chair Powell coming up over the next couple of days and testifying. That could provide some perhaps wait and see type of market action. Additionally, we have the NFP report on Friday. So several things the market could be holding here for a while before we perhaps make that move. But as long as price continues to hold above that quarterly low, we have an upside continuation ahead. A failure, though, at the midpoint of the signal bar or at the key range low, that's where we start to see a further rotation to the downside. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. Here's the NQ. Again, yesterday we were looking for price to hold that key range low right there, failed new low, and then a bullish outside bar up. Right now we have price holding, digesting those gains after that outside day up. And again, very similar price action to the NQ to the ES. If it can hold this lower edge, we're looking for a bounce toward the midpoint of the key range here, and that is 14,857. So any pullback early could provide a bounce higher into that level, and we could see some overflow toward the previous month's high right at the top of this market structure as well. So that's the short-term potential here to begin the month. Again, you got to get through that major market structure up here to kind of change the tide much higher. At the moment, we continue to be in a downtrending mode, and even if we bounce here, there could still be an opportunity to see new lows ahead. So really, that market structure very important for bulls to overcome down the road. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Again, crude oil trading around $100 here. This one up about 5% on the day. As we've mentioned, with all of the current climate right now, crude oil is not one to short at all. Even on these pullbacks, it is an opportunity here to perhaps get in on the dip, because right now the inflationary environment, the geopolitical conflicts regarding Russia, Ukraine, all of that continues to lead to pressure to the upside here. So further upside price discovery likely ahead. Overall, this market right now, any pullback continues to be a buying opportunity for a push higher. And as we mentioned before, 96 is that market structure. And the way that price is treating 96 today, so far at least, suggests that perhaps we could be transitioning to the next level above, which is 106. Again, 10 handle increments on this chart right now. All right, let's take a look here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has led the market higher. One thing we mentioned, this was a perfect rejection signature here, especially how we draw it up in Swing Trade Pro 2.0. A great rejection signature, a digestive absorption day here, and then failed new low with a stop run day to the upside and a massive continuation. We likened this day to this day yesterday in the pre-market video and said that we could see these couple of days ahead, which would take us back to 46. And so far, we've gotten as high as 45,110 already today, and that's after bouncing from prices below 38,000 just yesterday. Yesterday's low 37.2. Today's high 45,000. Again, we mentioned yesterday there could be a 10,000 point move from 36 to 46, and we're seeing that come to play. Now, once we get here, or should we get here, there is the potential to rotate back down within the market structure. Until price can push through 46, right now we're stuck in this 10,000 point distribution. Above 46 will open up 52 at some point down the road. All right, let's take a look now at Ether futures. This one's up 5+% right now. You can double down on the analysis for this one compared to Bitcoin. You had a great rejection signature, digestive day here. You had your failed new low, outside day up, and now you're having your continuation day as this thing rotates toward 3,300. And again, this is a 1,000 point range from about 2,300 to 3,300. We mentioned yesterday that getting above 2,800 would open up a move to 3,162 here and up into 3,300. Once we get up here, or should we get up there, like Bitcoin, it could rotate back down until it's ready to breach that upper market structure level and open up the next wave up toward 4,000 and beyond. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the day. Again, looking forward to seeing you all later on this afternoon for our PivotBoss monthly market outlook at 4 p.m. Central. Use the link in the description below. All right, everyone, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.